we've got it all wrong, in a nutshell, is that we assume that the government sector is really like a household. So for most people, it's how governments spend and what the capacity of government is very opaque. And it's a world that we are told a lot about, but we don't know very much about. And the sort of knowledge that we try to glean about our understanding of government capacity is derived from the fact that we've been told it's really a household. Now, you and I are a household, and households use the currency that the government issues. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that you and I and all the rest of our listeners tonight, all of us private citizens, we are financially constrained. Now, I'm here today, I'm working, even though you're getting my services for no income. I have been earning income today. And why do I go to work? Well, I like it, but principally my motivation is to earn income, because I have to earn income before I can spend, unless I can use up some prior savings which required income in the past, or I can sell something on eBay, but that required me to buy something in the past with income. Or if I want to spend more than I can currently earn, such as when we're younger, we borrow for housing, then I've got to borrow. But all of those actions are the actions of a decision-making unit which is financially constrained. We can't spend indefinitely more than we can accumulate in income.
Yep.
Now, if we try to apply that to our understanding of the sort of capacity of government and the limits of government, where in effect the fancy term might be fiscal space. So what space has the government got to operate in using its policy tools, spending, taxes and interest rates? If we try to apply that household analogy to our understanding what governments can do, then we'll always make the wrong conclusion. And we'll believe that the government's financially constrained. We will believe it has to raise taxes to spend. We'll believe that if it runs deficits, that means it spends more than taxing in any one year. It issues debt, and the debt will, if it keeps doing that, then it will create dangerous levels of debt, which will lead to financial chaos, or burden our children and our grandchildren with heavy debt burdens, derived from this false analogy that it's like a household.
Yeah.
Well, the reality is, and this is a nutshell to start with today, the government issues the currency. Now, I'm my hometown's Melbourne, so I like AFL football. And to say that the government can run out of money is like saying that the umpire's got to stop the football game in 2 minutes into the third quarter because the scoreboard has run out of points. It's that absurd. And so what we understand about the government, like Australian government, is that it isn't financially constrained. That's the differentia specifica of the government versus non-government. And it can spend whatever it likes. It can buy whatever's for sale in its own currency, including all idle labour, which means that you can then conclude that mass unemployment's a political choice. They've made that choice politically. And so then you're teased, because you've got to ask questions, well, can it just go wild and spend unlimited amounts? Well, it can financially, because government spending is operationalised by the Treasury sending a message to the Reserve Bank to type some numbers into a computer.